Hats off to the CD Sport in number 30. Akari, Bol, Besançon and Foubert started from 23rd and last after problems in qualifying. At mid-distance, they're third. Jean-Ludovic Foubert took the start.
He did
a great job and was very consistent. He made no mistakes and kept the pace pretty high. That allowed us to climb into the top 10 for starters. Kevin has been out there for about 75 minutes and he's done the same thing. No errors and good speed. I think we'll take over the lead in a lap or two as the pit stops come into play. And the number 30 does indeed lead the dance a few moments later. Behind them, the 17 of Lafargue and Mathieu Lahaye. Third, Trouille, Claret and Perroy. Fourth, the pole sitters, Villarino, Ferte and Iliano. The sister car, the number 7 of Lombard, Lacoste and Dagenot, is stopped in its tracks by a mechanical issue.
Another
problem, and that's the third race running where we've had trouble turning our performance levels into results. There's still time left on the clock, but it's getting harder and harder. At Palmyre, the 40 displays its new colours. Zollinger, Mondolo and Valeo-Gior are at last racing in the latest version of the Norma, and at 2/3 distance they've been consistently placed in the top 5. The car was superb in qualifying, really comfortable to drive. The track conditions are a bit different today, and the back end is much involved. Cornering requires a lot of effort. We've adapted, and the tyres have held out. We had a few worries on that score. We started with tyres that had already been used for 45 minutes in qualifying. The tyres were fine right until the end, and I tried to be as consistent as possible and keep the pace up in this brand new Norma. Things were immediately better with the new car, and we're up where we should be. Still 2 hours of racing to go. The rain passed by the circuit 24 hours previously. Now it soaks the entire circuit, and out comes the safety car. All of the teams coming to change to wet tyres. In terms of timings, the most surprising are put in the difficult conditions by Ines Tattinger's new Swiss teammate Giorgio Mondini. The rain and the safety car don't shake things up too much in terms of the standings. Leading, the number 8 of Villarino, Ferte and Iliano, followed by the 17 of the Lafargues and Lahaye, and in the third position, the 29 of Trouille, Claret and Perroy. The 56 of Tardieu, Dominguez and Wozniak shakes things up at the end of the race. The engine is gushing out oil though. Paul Lafargue loses control of the 17 and out comes the safety car. A terrible scenario for Patrice Lafargue. It's a lottery and there was fatigue at the end of the race for sure. There's always a bit of anguish, and that's the father speaking. We'll see. And I have faith in the kid, but I'm a bit disappointed, and a restart is never good near the end of the race. The race finishes under safety car, and that means victory for the TFT number 8, followed by the IDEX Sport number 17 and the Graf Racing number 29.
Je suis très content pour le team. Pour moi, c'est.
I'm very happy for the team. I'm only here for this race. Maybe Paul Ricard too. I'm very happy for them because they had a lot of bad luck in the number 8 at the start of the season at Barcelona and Mugello. I'm very happy for them. Very happy for Philippe and Alain. I had a great time with them. They did a great job, and we all gave the best from ourselves. We won, and we enjoyed some luck along the way with the last safety car.
Avec le dernier safety.
I'd like to thank all the mechanics. We started with a slightly bizarre setup, and it was the first time I'd raced like that at Motorland. In the rain it was infernal, the car was uncontrollable. Hats off to everyone, and a big bravo to my teammates. Clearly I didn't get why there was a restart. Okay, there was rain, but there had been rain earlier. I think we had a card to play. We scored big points in terms of the championship. The team did a super job, and my teammates too. It was the goal this weekend.
Et dans cette catégorie GT, eh bien on retrouve
Maxime Jousse qui pilote l'Audi numéro 45. Maxime, comment se passe votre début de saison? Maxime, how has the start of the season been for you? It's going pretty well. Our level has been good since the opening round in Barcelona. We were 3rd or 4th overall before suffering the misfortune of a puncture. At Mugello, we were up there and we managed to finish 3rd overall and win the GTV2 category, so it's going pretty well for now.
Comment elle est cette voiture
How is the car from your standpoint as a professional professional driver.
C'est une voiture très efficace.
Well, it's a very effective car, which is very pleasant to drive. The aerodynamics are great, and we're good through long corners too with the setup. It's true that in terms of the engine, we're not as powerful as the Porsches or Ferraris, but we've got a good compromise, and we're not in GTV1, we're in GTV2. The car dates back from 2009. It's true, it's very pleasant to drive and pretty effective. Both myself and the gentleman drivers really enjoy driving it.
Moi, y compris les pilotes gentlemen, prennent beaucoup de plaisir au volant.
Sur un week-end de course, et peut-être
On
même
a racing
en
weekend,
dehors,
you were always around,
vous êtes là,
available to
présent à
guide
tous
the
les
other drivers.
instants du meeting pour
Of course,
guider les
we
autres
prepare
pilotes.
things
Exactement, on prépare les
together
meetings en
and
amont,
try to
sur les
work
séances
with
d'essai.
each other in testing and in qualifying.
Le maximum possible.
I'm there alongside them at all times, whether it's to do with the tyres, racing lines, or preparing races. I try to pass on as much of my experience as possible to them.
De leur apporter le maximum de mon expérience.
Eh bien, regardons justement
Well, let's
ce qu'a
see
donné
how you
votre
got
course
on in
de ce
your
week-end.
race this
Voici
weekend
le
as we
résumé
look at the
pour ce qui est des
GT
GT.
highlights. As early as qualifying, one of the most beautiful cars is lost. The Solution F of Philippe Chariol, Roberto Ranieri and Gérard Faure went off in violent style. Off the start, the Ferrari Visium takes full advantage from starting on pole, but Paul Lafargue is close behind. The Porsche IDEC is on the heels of the F458. 20 minutes later, young Paul takes the lead. Behind, things are taking a strategic turn. The Ferrari AF Corse has already done one of the mandatory pit stops and is starting to carve its way through again. The Mosler's 8 and 9 are competing on home soil and they're never out of the top 5. At the Escuela Espanola de Pilotos team, the motivation levels sky high. After 1 hour 15 of racing, Paul Lafargue hands over the car to his father. Here are his impressions of the race opening. Things were tough at the start of the stint and I didn't want to claim the race lead. Though then, an opening presented itself. It's true that arrived, and after I'd been putting on the pressure on Perrier in the Ferrari, but everything went well. The tyres are holding up well. It's hot, maybe a touch too hot, and now Dad is doing a fine, consistent stint. The Mercedes 70 went well in qualifying, meaning it started 4th on the grid. Edwin Suki at the wheel puts in a good first stint, keeping the car in the top 5. Unfortunately, when it comes into the pits, a door plays up. And something which on the face of it seems a small detail has large consequences as they lose 5 minutes. Just after that odd incident, the Ferrari Visium number 2, one of the stars of the field, has to be pushed home. Why? Well, the reason is strange.
Petite maladresse au niveau du bouchon
Well, we had a fuel problem. You do not expect that in the middle of a stint, so you're not attentive to any warning indicators that might light up. Nobody is to blame. Everybody tries the hardest. But maybe we rush things a bit.
Tout le monde essaye de faire de son mieux. Un peu de précipitation, mais bon.
Misfortune for some means happiness for others. The Lafargue continue to lead in style, followed by the first Spanish Mosler of Di Martin and Salvador. In third, Canaroglu and Campos in the other Mosler. Fourth, the Ferrari of Montemini, Cordoni and Zanutini. And fifth for the Audi, number 11 of Veglin, Carregati and Van der Viva.
Il y a Tiziano qui roule très bien.
Well, we're going well and trying to hold off the 45, which has Maxime Jus at the wheel. Their handicap is that apparently they have a brakes problem, but they're posting good times and never give up. I think the track is very hot and the car must be sliding around quite considerably. It's fun, and with 25 minutes left, the gap is at 50 seconds.
Allez, 26 minutes, ils sont
if it carries on like this, then we should finish in front of them. And well, that wouldn't be too bad. The duel between the two Audis from AB Sport never happens. Maxime Jus ends up without brakes and in the gravel trap. And the victory goes to Patrice and Paul Lafargue. Paul put in incredible stints. I did what I could afterwards to keep things going. It's been a good meeting for us and we've enjoyed a little bit of luck compared to our rivals. We have to recognise that as well. It was great, the car is amazing, and the team too. It's such a pleasure to have the backing of a team such as ours. We're very happy.
Franchement, que du bonheur.
Second, the trio Zanettini, Cordoni, Montemini. Third, and winners in GTV2, Kostas Kanaroglu and Oliver Campos.
Yes, it's great, especially here. It's one of the tracks that we love, and it's great. Very happy.
And the Marseillaise to honour the Lafargue family who score their second GT win of the season.
Et voilà pour ce très intense week-end ici
And
à
that's it
Motorland
for this
Aragon.
very
Dans un mois
intense
tout pile,
weekend
le
at
V2V
Motorland
rentre au pays,
Aragon. In
direction la
exactly
France.
a
Nous
month,
serons
the
sur le
VDV
toboggan de
series will
Dijon.
be in France
D'ici
at
là,
Dijon.
eh bien, direction
Until
notre site
then, look
internet
after
pour vous tenir
yourselves
informés
and
et voir
we'll
et
see you
revoir à
soon.
l'envie toutes les vidéos concernant le V2V. Portez-vous bien, salut.